Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to try to video blog. Even though this is my first video blog, I am going to actually talk about my second blog on Pop Goes to Church. This here, this here, Pop Goes to Church. Amazing book that is kind of rocking my world right now. I haven't even gotten to the point of the book. The point of the book is whether or not, should we, the church, engage pop culture? I ain't even got to that point. I'm just to the introduction. Chapter 2 is actually what I want to talk today about. Today in chapter 2 is talking about things that are lost in translation. Motorola has a motto or whatever that says Hello Moto, or a ringtone that says Hello Moto. That ringtone translates in India, Hello Fatty. Well, I'm afraid that many times our slogans and sayings and things we do in the church to the outside world, to the outside of church people, when they come into the church and when they experience people from the church, outside the church, the things that they are hearing is Hello Fatty. And so the thing that is scaring me to death is that we either don't care or don't know. And actually, they dealt with that in this book. On page 46, it says this: the problem's not our heart, the problem's not even our intention. We are just ignorant. We don't even mean to be ignorant, but we are. We have a disease called the knowledge of the church. Or, he put it this way, it's the curse of knowledge. And then later on in this chapter, he says this: we are cursed with church knowledge. We have the basic knowledge of the Bible. We know where to park in order to get in and out quickly. We know where the bathrooms are located. We know the songs. We know when we are supposed to clap and when we are supposed to be more reflective. We know what the pastor means when he says, just like in the days of Noah. We know that we always sing verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, repeat the last phrase. And again, one more time. We know that God is faithful and all things work for the good. And we know that sometimes God answers prayer by telling us to wait. And we know that when God closes a door, sometimes He opens a window. And we know 1,000 other silly slogans that look great on bumper stickers but mean nothing to people that don't know Him. We know that God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. But if you've never been to church and you don't know those things, when you walk into church, it's really odd and it could come across, hello, fatty. And so here's the thing. The next sentence makes it really clear. The problem is we have no memory of what it's like to not know. And it came to me the other day as I was reading this. Listen, on the leadership team at my church, I'm the closest thing to lost. I've only been a Christian 10 years. Our pastor has been preaching for 44 years. That is 4 times as long as I've even been a Christian. He's been a Christian way longer than those 44 years. He got saved as a young boy, as a teenager, and so he's been a Christian a long time. Everyone else on staff has been a Christian a long time. I'm the closest thing to lost. I'm the closest thing to not knowing. And so anyway, we've got to remember, or fight to remember, or go out and try to figure out what it's like to not know, so that we make sure what we're saying doesn't get lost in translation and come across to those who don't know as hello fatty. This stuff is rocking my world and just challenging me, my perspective, and whether or not I truly do love others the way that I love myself, and whether or not I'm loving God through loving others.